Welcome to this video on writing a research proposal. We'll be focusing on these 3 key tips so you can create a strong research question that covers all the research proposal content while also being persuasive and feasible. Developing a research question is the first step in creating a project. To form a question, you need to identify the general area of study that interests you, then read about the topic, identify an issue that hasn't been explored, and discuss it with your supervisor. And keep reading and refining the question until it is clear that you have a direct aim that comes from the question. For example, if your interest area is education and you want to explore study methods and time management, your research could lead to the question, how does the amount of study students do affect their academic performance? From the research question, the aim is clearly identified as looking at the impact, and a hypothesis or thesis statement is created. A hypothesis clearly articulates the relationship we expect to see between study time and academic performance, while the thesis statement has a strong argument and doesn't sit on the fence. Thinking about the opposing view will help to ensure that you create your own clear argument. You can see that these examples are still making a strong point, but from a different perspective. The hypothesis is suggesting that time spent does not have a strong enough increase in academic performance by giving precise estimations. The thesis statement suggests that the study methods are more important. From your research question, you should be able to create a title like this. You can see it sets a geographic scope, states who is being investigated and what is being tested. The title has also refined the focus to be on higher education. Here are some more examples. A thesis title should include keywords that relate to your research, covering the topic and scope. It should be under 20 words, but not too short. Read other titles in your field to get a better idea of style and tone. Each discipline has their own rules for a research proposal, so check with your supervisor about what is required. Your proposal will help you to clarify your own ideas and force you to make decisions early on. It will also help inform your supervisor and other staff about your research so they can determine whether your project is appropriate. Most research proposals include these main sections. Check the specific requirements for your discipline. But generally, your introduction needs to include the research question, your hypothesis or thesis statement, brief background, key aim, a set of objectives, the significance of your research, as well as the scope and limitations. Following this, your lit review will identify the gap, you explain your theoretical framework and data collection methods, and the budget and timeline should be well thought out and visually easy to follow. The document should be written in an academic tone, but easily understood for non-specialists, and of course, referenced throughout. Your budget should simply list any expenses and include an estimated rate and period when it will be purchased. I recommend using a Gantt chart like this to outline your monthly goals. It will definitely change as you go, but creating this timeline can help you plan your project and see the finishing line. The purpose of your proposal is to persuade people that your research is worth doing and can be completed in your given timeframe with the available resources. So ask yourself, what are you researching? Why is your research significant? Who does your research impact? How is it original? By directly answering these questions, you can persuade the reader that your research is important and worth doing. There are a variety of reasons that a proposal could fail, including ethical concerns, failure to follow guidelines, unrealistic timeframe, over budget, unsupported ideas, lack of significance, and the scale of the project. If you are mindful of these potential issues from the start, you will be well placed to write a strong proposal. To show that your research is feasible, carefully consider your time and resources. Be logical and rationalise your choices. So returning to our research question about study time, you would need to consider your data collection method and how you would access student grades. Is travel required? What level of ethics clearance do you need? Covering these details will help to make a stronger research proposal. So remember to develop a well-phrased research question, check you've covered all the key content of the proposal requirements, and that you have written a persuasive and feasible outline of your project. To find out more, visit our website.